on this beautiful day here in Lisbon, country of 300 days of sunshine. 1, 2, 3 chimes, 3 o'clock here at St John the Baptist, Lumiar, on the outskirts. Well, actually not on the outskirts of Lisbon. We're not far from the airport. I suppose this is not inner city Lisbon, but we are in Lisbon here at Lumiar, little suburb, a peaceful suburb of Lisbon. And this, if I walk around here, you'll see the reason I'm here is because a new and good friend of mine, Tracy O'Connor, the Reverend Tracy O'Connor no less, who I spoke to on Good Morning Portugal and on The Moment, and I met her. Really, we spent some time together at the New Reality TV Summit a couple of weekends ago, I think it was, just fairly recently. And she does the Celtic Soul programme on New Reality TV, and she told me all about this wonderful connection between Portugal and Ireland. Saint Brigid, Santa Brigida, Saint Brigid, the matron saint of Ireland, has a very special connection with Portugal, and especially in this church where her skull is as a relic since, as you can see there, 1283. An incredible story, which I'll attach to this film in some way. So there you go. I'm going to go inside in just a moment. I did say to Tracy, hi Tracy, I will come and see the church one day. And I happened to be in Lisbon, going to the airport just up the road, and I thought, I know, whilst I'm waiting, the plane's delayed, I'm going to go to Lumiar and see what I can see, and see if I can see the skull of Santa Brigida, Saint Brigid of Ireland, to whom Tracy is so passionately connected. So thank you, Tracy, for letting me know about something that I would have not otherwise known about. It's one of the best church car parks I've ever seen, and I'm hoping that the church reopens at 3 o'clock, and that's why I perked up and recorded the 3 o'clock bells here. So there you go. You'll see on the entranceway there, 1603 it would appear this church dates back to, or at least that entrance. Who knows what the history is. If and when I can get inside the church, I'll know a little bit more. But let's have a look around here and see if there are any more clues or references to Santa Brigida, to Saint Brigid. I think we're just around the back of the church here, aren't we? Let's walk right around anyway and see, in anticipation of the church reopening. I think after lunch, I've had a lovely lunch locally. In fact, funnily enough, I had bacalhau espiritual, spiritual bacalhau. A bit of a coincidence, if there is such a thing. And there you go, you can see the Pope's visit in 2023 commemorated there. And we're walking around here. So obviously the church has been here for a long time, and the neighbourhood has grown up around it. And love some lovely calçadas outside here, which are easier to walk on when it's sunny, and they look lovely in the sunshine, obviously. Careful not to get run over. Yeah, just going full circle around the church now, back to the sign I originally showed you. And not far from here, beyond that traffic light, it's a really busy main road and interchange. So here we are, back on the other side of the church there. A little bit wet. So I'm going to stop. Oh, let me come round full circle. People on the move, going about their thing after lunch here in Lisbon. And yeah, full circle around the church here. The bells and the sign to tell you that Santa Brigida, I think it is, isn't it? Brigida da Irlanda in Lumiar since 1283. So I'm going to go inside, and if I'm allowed to, I'll film a bit more if it's okay, appropriate and respectful to do so. Well, I've found myself inside the church now on a rainy day, and it's the most beautiful altar, which is of course the main focus of the church here, the John the Baptist in Lumiar. And then to one side of the church, Another side altar here. It's very beautiful. This whole church is quite extraordinary when I sat down and said my, I don't know how else to say it, but I sat and said my prayers briefly. The altar pieces that you can see side by side there in the main altar were in darkness and the lights came on. It was a religious experience for sure. It's a beautiful, beautiful church. And as I come round here, you will see the light streaming through the window even on a rainy day. And there, in that case there, is the skull of Saint Brigid. And so it's encased here, as you can see. And it was brought here by anonymous knights, or knights who've remained anonymous, who brought it to Lisbon, to Portugal for safekeeping. And here is the explanation here in Portuguese. So I will take a photograph of that and we will endeavour. Look, there's a Brigid cross, I believe that's called, isn't it? And of course, Easter coming up this weekend. Easter will be celebrated here in Portugal. Palm cross. Is that also known as Santa Brigida's cross there? I'm not sure, but I'll take a still of that and you'll be able to see. But look, it's very moving to be here and seeing the skull of Saint Brigid and this amazing connection between Ireland and Portugal here at this church in a neighbourhood of Lisbon in Portugal. This church. Amazing.